Usually when it comes to musical, I would sing something at the beginning of the video, but since I haven't rehearsed anything yet, I think I will save my voice for the actual review so that, your ears won't bleed, I think. But this doesn't mean the movie is any less beautiful, because if you haven't watched this, you are missing Hugh Jackman singing. And that is a feast alone already. Good morning, afternoon, evening everyone. Hi, my name is Myra and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and I love you so much. But if you haven't done this, please don't forget to click that bell button besides my subscribe button so you'll be notified if I upload something new. Now, obviously, I will be talking about The Greatest Show. Very sorry for being late to the party since this movie actually showed up when I was in the middle of my trip to Europe. I'm still owing you my... I still owe you my vlog there. So I apologize for that, but hopefully I would, make it soon so you can know what I'm doing there, what I was doing there. Back to the video review. Now, I watched this in the Stadium Theater and I have to say the sound is amazing. If you don't know, Stadium is a theater in my country where they said, and I hope I remember this correctly, they said that they have like twice as many speakers or clearer sound or something like that. And at first, when I first experienced Stadium, I was thinking, okay, maybe this is a better theater for something that has to do with music instead of loud sound. So not action, but maybe musicals or music related movies. And after listening to the movie in this theater, I was blown away. The music felt so alive. If there's another musical in a Stadium Theater, then this theater is definitely for you. Now, about the movie itself, I will talk about a short synopsis before moving on any further. The movie tells a story about the life of P.T. Barnum. Pretty sure it's Phineas Taylor Barnum. I hope it was the right name. A man full of ideas to make his and his family's life better. He started as a tailor's son and then he became a homeless kid once his father died and had to work odd jobs before he finally came home and married his childhood sweetheart, Charity Helen. He was working as an accountant when something happened that forced him to, think of new ideas to actually make money. Being the brilliant and creative person in this story, he ends up creating P.T. Barnum's Circus, where he sold lies and everything else in between for profit and glorifying the idea of the macabre. However, he got a little too close to the spotlight and everything gradually became worse and worse afterwards. But soon enough, things changes for the better. Now, a little disclaimer, I did a bit of research on the original P.T. Barnum and I realized how inaccurate this movie really is compared to his real life situations. I do not condone the circus and I do not condone what he has done in the name of profit. Yes, he popularized circus and modern showmanship, but it took a lot of life that wasn't his. A lot of effort that he got paid for, but not the actual talents, and many other things that I cannot mention because there's just too many to even list. So that's why I will review this movie from how awesome this piece of art really is. And I will not do any comparison to his actual life. My first reaction was, well, jaw-dropped. The first scene is Hugh Jackman singing as a ringmaster and he definitely stole my heart. But apparently it was just a daydream, and then we can see the story slowly progress from him having nothing and him actually got married and having kids. I love the pacing of this movie. We can see the character from he was little until he has a family, his troubles and toils until he is finally content with himself. Well, more or less. P.T. Barnum's downfall that was depicted in this movie is that he felt like he never had enough of applause, never had enough of money, never had enough of everything. However, it also amazes me that in this movie, he is quite the marketer. He saw an opportunity, and even though it was horrible, he exploited it. P.T. Barnum might profit from the oddities, and that is wrong. But he knew that the people were interested in things like that. Therefore, he does something about it. And it's not only for the macabre, he actually saw an opportunity with Jenny Lind too, and that's why he's doing the around the world tour. So even though he is such an awful human being, P.T. Barnum is a pretty smart lad. If only he knew about ethics as well. Another thing that I find quite amusing is how, even though in the real life it should be a bunch, in here we barely see the circus animals, and when we do, it's not real animals, it was animated. I realized that circus animal cruelty is very vivid, and I do not support that at all, and I was glad to see that this movie is able to avoid that issue and still have a few horses and elephants here and there, because we cannot deny it that they are essential to the circus era. Sorry, I actually knocked my headphone case, well, headphone box. But I'm glad that they do not have circus anymore. I mean, I'm talking about the circus that got closed down just 8 months before this movie came out. I forgot what its name. I'll look it up. I'll look it up and put it right here. Just, let those animals be free in the sanctuary. And of course, who can really skip the music and the songs and the dancing? My personal favorite is when P.T. Barnum refused his band of people because they are too different and they cannot join the party. He's a douche that way. Then they went out from the theater with their head held high and with all the sass they deserve because they're just being who they are. It was so beautiful. From the lyrics, my favorite is when she sang, "I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be, this is me." The first two sentences contrast each other, but it is also the truth for many people. And the last two sentences, well, there's just an affirmation that everyone needs. So the music spoke to everyone that has felt belittled, abandoned, insignificant, which, let's just face it, everyone might feel that way at some point in their lives. Also, little side note, I cried at least 4 or 5 times when the songs were played, and I just had these overwhelming feelings of joy. My second favorite song was The Other Side, sang by Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron, mostly because I love the routine. It looks simple, clearly, but it's not. But how it was depicted was so classy and fast at the same time, so I just kept my eyes glued to the scene. As for characters, the ones that I cherish most aren't the ones in the spotlight. The bearded lady is amazing, but I would love to know more about Charles Stratton, the act P.T. Barnum got first, that he actually coaxed really hard on, and who can really take their eyes off the couple in the movie besides Barnum and his wife, which is Philip Carlyle and Anna Wheeler. I love the chemistry, also love their duet, and it was portrayed on the screen. The trapeze act of them must not been easy to pull off. Really glad that the couple has a very happy ending at the end. As for the rest, they've done this movie amazingly, and I cannot get enough of the songs and the dance sequences. It's so good. Finally, should you watch the movie? If you haven't, please spare some time and get to it, because this movie is really amazing. Not only because of the reasons that I've told you, but because this also shows that being different is really not a problem, since being different is actually what makes you interesting, no matter how the world might seem to think otherwise. So if you, the one who watched this, felt like you don't belong, you do. You just have to find the right crowd, and I'm sure there's at least one for you. You're unique, and don't ever change, because there can only be one you. So, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you like my movie review, and if you do, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It doesn't hurt. It's just one click away. And also don't forget to follow my Facebook and Instagram, mostly my Instagram because I, post things there, mostly, probably, every day, I don't know. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!